Hey everybody. Today we are gonna listen to F sharp, A sharp Infinity by Godspeed You, Black Emperor. I've had a ton of people in the comments saying that I need to listen to this album, so I'm just gonna do it. I really enjoyed Lift Your Skinny Fists. In fact, I still think it's like a 10 out of 10 album. I love it. It's just incredible. Such a just insane record that feels like it shouldn't even exist. I just know I'm in for a journey with this one because it's Godspeed. Also, I want to mention before I get started here that there's two versions of this album, I think. There's on Spotify, it's like there's the Dead Flag Blues, East Hastings or whatever, in like Providence. And then there's like another version with just two songs. I don't know. I'm just gonna go with the Spotify version because it's a little longer, and I think there's probably more of the record that I want to hear, you know. So I'm gonna listen to all three of those tracks. Hopefully it's the right version. Let's just do this. I'm a bit scared, but let's just jump into it. Let's just do it. Spooky.
The car is on fire, and there's no driver at the wheel. And the sewers are all muddied with 1,000 lonely suicides.
This is what the fuck? I did not.
And a dark wind blows. The government is corrupt. And we're on so many drugs with the radio on and the curtains drawn.
This is so unsettling.
It went like this. The buildings toppled in on themselves. Mothers clutching babies. Kiss me, you're beautiful. These are truly the last days.
Yeah, these are truly the last days. It's super post-apocalyptic.
Like a daydream or a fever.
Ooh, okay. I like that guitar. Oh god, that's cool. They need to make films with this shit, I'm telling you. Like, they gotta. Ugh.
We woke up one morning and fell a little further down. For sure it's the valley of death. I open up my wallet and it's full of blood.
Ooh. That gave me chills, holy shit. Hello? That train goes hard. This is intriguing the shit out of me. Like, I am so interested to see where this goes. It's like teasing me, like what? Okay. That transition into this part was really cool. The way they set up their own little world with sound is just so interesting. It's genuinely so impressive. Okay. Nice. Oh, that's smooth. Oh. like it's over. Yeah, it's not. Big old xylophone. Alright, that was the first section to this album, and man, like, the atmosphere is fucking spot on. I really, really like what they did in the beginning there, setting up like this super drony sort of like pad, and then him just like talking kind of about how the world's fucked up, I guess. Yeah, the government is corrupt, we're on so many drugs. I really liked the final phrase he said. He says, "We woke up one morning and fell a little further down. For sure as the valley of death, I opened my wallet and it's full of blood." So interesting. Like, that's food for thought. Just feels like the end of the world, and that's I mean, that's what's really cool about it. I've never heard anything even remotely close to this. I really like when the drums came in. It was super smooth, not super grand or anything. I mean, I think it did evolve in the sound, but I really like the subtlety to it. I really liked the guitar and just the chord choices and the slide and all like the little lead lines and the strings and everything. It was super cool, super cool, setting up this post-world vibe. I don't know. It's really cool. Great opening track. Let's just see where the fuck this goes. I'm excited. Let's keep going. There's been a lot of religious themes with Godspeed. Let's talk about that here. Still feels so post-apocalyptic. Bagpipes going hard. That's so cool. Okay. Okay, that's fucking awesome. Oh my god. How do you just think to make something like this? Nice. There we go. Nice. I knew it was coming. I was just waiting for it. Oh, wow. Ooh. I love how stagnant that is. Ooh. Beautiful guitar. Like, ooh. Oh wow. That hits hard. Yeah, oh my god. I liked that first track. Like, it set up the atmosphere extremely well and kind of got me in the feel of what this album was going to be about. But this song, this is like the song. So, God, I genuinely think every part of this song worked because everything felt like it was the perfect length. It got its ideas out, and it's just when it gets to that build up and the drums start speeding up and the violins, the freaking orchestral parts of that song, just unbelievable. Genuinely so cool. I honestly really liked that ending. It's something that may be hard to return to all the time just because it's like a bunch of soundscape, sort of things. But in the context of the album, it's fucking perfect. And like listening to it after that intense build and it comes down with this sort of, the harmonic guitar with the delay and then like the helicopter and the mosquito noise or whatever, like all of that, I think it was just really cool because the whole time I was just picturing the world, just everything destroyed, the skies are like gray, dust in the air, just that's what immediately popped into my mind when just hearing all that. And it really sets up an image in your head, and I really do love that. I think it's done so well. Literally never ever heard anything like this. And again, I think existentialism is brought up in the lyrics here, relating to religion and stuff like that. And again, fits perfectly because when the world is dying, people who are engrossed in, Christianity or just religion in general probably look to that for some sort of, savior or just hope. And it's really interesting that this dude is talking about like praising God and stuff like that, but then right after that it's just despair. And maybe that's the point, I don't know, but it's just really interesting and it just captivates me. It really does captivate me. Fantastic. Genuinely fantastic. This one's Providence, and it's 30 minutes, so let's see what happens. And I think that might have been the end for the other version of the album or whatever, but I really want to see what this is.
Think the end of the world is coming?
See?
The preacher man says it's the end of time.
More themes
Says that
about the end of
America's
the world.
rivers are going dry.
But do you think the end of the world is coming?
No. So says the preacher man, but I don't go by what he says.
Hold on, before the track even continues, what I was talking about with the last track, I think that's confirmed here. The dude asks, but do you think the end of the world is coming? No, so says the preacher man, but I don't go by what he says. So I think this album, centralizing on the fact that people are losing hope in God and stuff like that, it's just, yeah, this is so interesting. This is so cool. It's so unsettling. Was that a clock? Like a clock ticking? If that's what it was. I can tell it's gonna be good. I can already just tell it's gonna be good. Oh, that's so cool. Sounds super sad and melancholy. This is giving me the same sort of feeling as Lift Your Skinny Fists. That's fucking cool. Okay. have that like marching sort of feeling. Okay. Oh, guitar, dude. Oh, man, Woo! I love the. Oh my god. I know I've said the guitars are great a million times, but. It's so cool. Oh, I almost wish that lasted longer, but god, that was cool. Kind of has the lingering feeling of the last section. Love that. Perfect. Wow. This could not sound any more like the end of the world. It is perfect for that feeling. Wow. God, that sounds like an explosion. It's not over, right? Is it? No, there's more. Hello? I'll wait. I need to get this on vinyl. I have Lift Your Skinny Fists on vinyl. I really want to get this one. This would be perfect for vinyl. It's been a few minutes. Still got 5 minutes of the song left. I'll keep waiting. There we go. What the hell? Wow. God. What an album. What an album. Oh my god. That track was fantastic. Maybe there were like one or two small points where it was like dragged a little bit. And I don't think it really needed that silent part at the end, even though I kind of get it. I bet you it would work even better with vinyl, because it has like the vinyl crackling sounds or whatever, and that's kind of why I want to get it on vinyl. But everything else, unbelievable. Perfect for what this album is going for. Genuinely such... I loved the marching band section. I loved the weird ambiance towards the end. And it just kind of surprised me with a whole nother instrumental section at the end. Like, this is a roller coaster of a song, and just this song is a roller coaster. Not even to mention the whole album. I loved that. I thought it was fucking fantastic. But that's it. That's F sharp, A sharp infinity. I think overall I like Lift Your Skinny Fist better because I think that the whole album itself it never felt like there was a lacking moment or anything. But the whole feeling of this album, the whole, end of the world sort of vibe is so vivid, and it's incredibly impressive how they're able to manage to make these sounds and these just atmospheres and just the intense parts and everything. It all just fits so well within that sort of mindset of like, everything's gonna fucking end, the world is going to shit, So, with all that being said, I like the whole feeling of this album more than Lift Your Skinny Fist, if that makes sense. I think that Lift Your Skinny Fist is more consistent, but I think this album has the more interesting or I wouldn't say more interesting, but more intriguing vibe across the entire album, if that makes sense. Thank you guys for telling me to listen to this, because I really actually appreciated this a lot. Like, it genuinely is something that is so unique. It's done so incredibly well. I have a pretty strong feeling to what I want to score this album, and I probably will give more final thoughts, but I think right now I'm feeling a 9.5 out of 10 on this. I think I'm feeling pretty strong about that score. I normally, listen to it more and get it more of a feeling, and I still will. But that's what I'm feeling so far. We'll see if I feel the same way in the future. I think my favorite song out of the three is East Hastings, just because of that incredible build-up. It's so rewarding and so awesome. Reminds me of Static. Again, really liked Providence as well, and the first track, what is it, The Dead Flag Blues? Yeah, great album. Really, really good album. So yeah, I'll leave the rest to my future self. Hi. Honestly, my overall thoughts on this album haven't changed that much. I still think East Hastings is my favorite track. I still think the album is overall a 9.5 out of 10. Yeah, so I'm pretty much just jumping in here to say thank you so much for watching. I think next on the list of reactions is probably going to be the Elliott Smith stuff. I think I'm going to do XO, and then I'll probably do another Animal Collective one. So yeah, you guys are awesome. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.